Hey Cancer, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your weekly reading for January 21st through the 27th. All right. So this reading is going to be a little bit different. The spread will look like an upside down pyramid. All right. And, you know, this reading can be what you're going through. It could also be what your person is going through. It could be what both of you are going through. But I'm not designating it to one or the other. All right, so let's see what we get. All right, so we have Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles. All right, so the Ace of Swords obviously can be about a new truth. Two of Pentacles, this can be about a new truth about how somebody wants to adapt to a relationship. And, you know, the Ace of Swords can also be about looking at their own motives and looking at the other person's motives. You know, indicated here by Two of Pentacles, which can be juggling as well. But I feel like this is about somebody trying to figure out who somebody is, who somebody truly is, what their motives truly are. Is this person true? Is this person, you know, who I want to be with? Somebody's really getting down to the nitty-gritty about what it is they want and if they feel like they are matched with the right person. Like they're really, I feel like, going kind of deep within. All right, and then we have Four of Pentacles and the Sun. All right, so this Four of Pentacles, you know, can be the energy of holding back, and that could be what this person is doing while they're trying to figure this out. And again, this can be you, this can be the other person. But somebody is holding back that they're doing this. And on the other side of this is the Sun, which is bliss, happiness. Sun is the card of yes. So, you know, whatever you came to this reading wondering about, or whatever question you had, the answer is yes, you know. But I feel like, you know, somebody's really looking at the other person's motives. With, you know, with this Ace of Swords, like, is this person really who they say they are? So I feel like the two of you don't know each other all that well. All right, so let's look at the next layer. So, you know, between the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, between Two of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, and then between this Four of Pentacles and this Sun energy. You know, why would this person hold back, you know, from something that could be extremely happy and blissful? Okay, it's because, you know, there's almost an energy of a lack of trust. All right, so we have Ten of Swords in between this Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles. All right, so there's somebody here that really, you know, may have, you know, been on the short end of the stick in their life. You know, they might have fallen on the short end of the stick in a lot of areas in their life, which has caused them, not to be very trusting. It's like instead of, giving somebody the benefit of the doubt until they prove otherwise, it's the reverse for this person. This person almost looks for, why they shouldn't be with somebody versus why they could be with somebody. Which, that's a crappy energy, to be in. And I feel for this person because, it's terrible to fall on the short end of the stick or to always feel like you, that things don't go your way. All right. But, that's why, and that's indicated by the Ten of Swords, that this person, whether they have actually been betrayed in their life repeatedly, or it's their perception that they've been betrayed repeatedly, it's causing them to, really strongly look at other people's motives. And there's really no way that you can truly know that. And they put themselves through so much more than they have to. And it puts them in this juggling energy or trying to, figure out, if this person is really true. Is this person what I really want? Two of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So the Eight of Pentacles can definitely mean that this is somebody that you work with, all right, which adds a whole nother layer to, can I trust this person? Does this person have my best interests at heart, right? But Eight of Pentacles can also be about somebody that's trying to, expand their knowledge about something, which is what I feel this person is doing. This person is trying to get as much information so they can make, a choice that doesn't cause them Ten of Swords or, puts them in the best situation to not experience being on the short end of the stick. Because I feel like whoever this is has found themselves on the short end of the stick many, many times in their life. Okay? And ultimately, that is about the vibration this person carries, right? Their beliefs. The stories that they tell themselves about themselves is what either draws in what they want or draws in what they don't want. All right. So let's see. Four of Pentacles and the Sun. We have Nine of Swords. What did I just say? It's Nine of Swords is the card of telling ourselves stories, which create our beliefs. Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. This person really struggles with that. They may show this side of themselves to you. More than likely, they don't. This could be you. You might have a story completely written about what's going to happen or what you think is going to happen. And guess what? You're more likely to draw that to you. So why is this person holding back from their sunshine, from their happiness? They're doing this to themselves in this Nine of Swords energy because, they're drawing conclusions about people, about situations before they even happen, which brings in this, self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. All right, so between Ten of Swords and Eight of Pentacles, and then Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, what do we have? All right, so we have the Three of Wands. So this can be about expectations. It's also about, can also be about clues to what somebody's intent is. And again, I feel like that's what this person is seeking out, is what's the intent of the other person. So this person feels like they have clues about what the other person's intentions are. So they're creating expectations, literally, based on, clues or things that they might be seeing from the other person or things that they might be hearing about the other person. And then we have judgment between the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So judgment is, the card of rebirth and, feeling liberated. So what I feel like this person is seeing here is, and this can also be about, somebody's inner calling or inner voice creating a rebirth or a way to look at a situation in a much higher, from a much higher vantage point. These two cards together, really good. Really good. It's like, this can be the dumping of old ways. And that's, that's kind of what you would want to see when you have this energy here. It's like, I feel like this person wants this happiness and bliss. They're tired of this energy over here. They're tired of feeling like they get the short end of the stick. They know that there is a better way. They know that there's another way to go through life and go through relationships. Not, making people prove themselves repeatedly when they've done, nothing wrong. This person is realizing possibly that this is something that they've been doing to themselves. Nine of Swords. All right, so where do we land this week? One final card. Then we're going to pull some oracle cards. All right, so we have Knight of Swords. All right, so this is truthfully can be analyzing the situation, and I feel like it's from a higher perspective. They might be seeing again the error of their ways, and this Knight of Swords is facing the past. And they could be a little bit overly, the Knight of Swords is somebody that is, sometimes can be tactless, very critical. They might be very critical of themselves right now because they're realizing that they didn't have to go about things, in such a difficult way. And, being super critical of themselves really isn't helping them. But it's like, what's separating them from their son and from this rebirth, again, is this Nine of Swords, okay? So again, stories that they're telling themselves. So they might, revert back to telling themselves negative stories about themselves because of what they have recently, or, what they are coming to realize, that that they've got to do things in a different way. I like seeing the Three of Wands and Judgment next to each other in this reading because it feels like they're going through a process to look at things differently, to realize that the people in their lives are, not just there to hurt them. All right, so let's pull 3 oracle cards to confirm or validate this story here. And then we'll do a little bit of numerology. All right, so 1, 2, this is Queen of the Moon Oracle. Discernment is what we're starting off with. And then we have change. And then we have creation. Okay, so, you know, this person's level of discernment is what needs to change, because I feel like, you know, this is very, you know, black and white thinking. You know, either somebody's good or somebody's bad. Either their motives are good or their motives are bad. You know, and it's not always so black and white. It's like, where is the benefit of the doubt? Okay. You know, creation, I feel like this is, you know, the universe trying to help this person look at things from a different perspective. You know, creation is something that's coming also from within us. We're creating our reality by the way that we, you know, think, discern about, you know, about people, about situations. We create, you know, in partnership with the universe. And there was a lot of black and white thinking with this person that I feel like is starting to change. And by changing that black and white thinking, changes what this person creates in their life. And again, this can be you, or this could be the person in your life. If you know this other person that you're watching this video for to be a very black and white thinker, or somebody that really questions the motives of everybody around them, you know, I feel like they are starting to look at things from a different perspective, realizing that people, aren't perfect. People make mistakes, okay? You know, this experience for this person of being on the short end of the stick, finding themselves there, maybe they had more to do with that than they even realize. Because again, we partner with the universe, with Source, with God to create our reality. And if we're discerning everything as, you know, either all good or all bad, that type of thinking logically would draw more end of the stick type of scenarios to this person based on the way that they think. Okay, so looking at this, at these 3 cards, we're going to look at the numerology that goes along with this, which will give this person some direction. So 10 plus 35 is 45. 45 and 39, let's see, 45, 39, 84, which breaks down to a 12, which is 3. All right, so 3 is about communication. So this person would benefit from communication in between deciding what is good and what is bad. You know, instead of, you know, spending so much time trying to figure out people's motives, spending more time communicating with people, including you, or this might be you that needs to, instead of telling yourself so many stories and coming to conclusions, talk to people. Figure out, by the conversations that you have, what's going on, versus telling yourself stories that may or may not be true, right? All right, guys, that is what I have for you for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are looking for a personal reading, I'm always here for you. All the information that you need is below in the description box, and I respond very quickly, as I always say, and yeah, I would always love to do your readings. So reach out if you'd like. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.